But like, that's the hotel. Which hotels are booked? Why is it booked?
Oh my god.
And what are you doing in the hotel, by the way? Imagine you take about 4 years before you get into uni, and then strike happens. And then you spend like 7 years in uni. Like, then by the time you graduate, they now tell you that you have to be 23 to get a job. Sorry. How?
Girls like me, I like a magnet to a knife. Can like a lighter from the ocean. I send them my devotion and turn my life.
But like, that's the hotel. Which hotels are booked? Why is it booked?
Oh my god.
And what are you doing in the hotel, by the way?
Are you asking me? Are you asking me? Graphic.
Wait, so it's that much of a big deal? Like, even people in final year and people in their first year.
Is it because you're in final year you don't fall in love?
I can't relate.
No, like it's
telling
really a
you.
thing.
I think it was until like my third year that one of my like very sweet Ghanaian friends like got me flowers and chocolates. It was even weird because, like I said, it was not really like a thing. Like, even if you're talking to like a lot of people, you might not really like, except they're like your partners, like they're like your boyfriends or whatever. But no, I can't relate. I actually cannot. If a girl is not in a relationship, I'm feeling bad now. So if a girl is not in a relationship and there's so much like rave about Valentine, what, like, did you ever have a friend that like maybe
there's definitely someone that is talking to you? There is someone that is talking to you. You don't need to be in a relationship. There is someone that is talking to you.
What
and
if
the best
like,
time
what if
to
she's
show
like
your
a church
love.
girl or something? Like
She should go to church that day now. Some church people do Valentine's, so she goes to her church.
So wow, okay. I don't want to say again. Like, while for no day relationship then, because that would be hard. That would really be tough. They're saying like clubs are fully booked, hotels are fully booked, there's traffic, there are men coming to campus. Like, it's just Valentine's Day.
As in, it's just 24 hours. Like, it's not even 24 hours.
Wow.
And then God bless you if the Valentine's Day ends up on a weekend. God bless you. Like, it's over.
Okay, so like apart from Valentine's Day, what about like relationship? Would you think that like in Nigerian universities, like in your first year, especially someone that just came from like high school, do you think there's like a lot of pressure to like get into like a relationship? Like, what is it like? Okay. And also some people talk about what's that thing they talk about when the guys on campus are waiting for the fresh
Okay, the thing is that when you get into university, you're fresh, you're a young girl, you're 17.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knows who a first year is.
Yeah, you kind of can tell.
So everybody knows. And then when you come, if you don't have sense, you feel like, oh, all these people that are coming to you, they really like you. They're in love with you. All of that. But then it's just she's a fresh catch.
Yeah.
You know, when you see something that is new, you always want something new. So it's new, you're fresh, everybody's just like, they know you're naive. You're still like, and it's mostly, you see a final year guy, in his
that's about to leave and go for national service. It seemed I'll come to you, profess love to you. I had my own experience. You tell us.
I was in my year one, and there was this guy in his finals. He was in his finals, and then he had this clique, but the clique was made up of this really cute law students, 500 level boys, and they were really, you know when you're in my faculty, you can really tell.
Law.
Yeah, everybody's dressed suit with ties and everything.
So they already look responsible. So
there's this particular guy, he had this clique, and then thank God I had a little bit of sense then. But then this guy came to me, and in my honest mind, in my innocent mind, I honestly believe that this guy liked me.
Maybe
I honestly believe that this guy liked me. So you know how they come to you, profess love, how they come to you like, what's your plan for the day? What are you doing after lectures? And then in my year one, I ran for Miss Lossa.
Oh.
So it was already a thing.
You're already popular.
Yeah, it was a thing. So everybody, and this particular guy, he was the person that, I don't know if this is too much information.
Maybe it is.
But just know that I had my own first-hand experience in year 1.
Yeah.
Like, so,
but you know what's funny? Like, I actually, when I was in year 1, like my second semester, funny enough, I dated somebody that was in his final year too. But I don't think it was like, I think this person genuinely like was a good person. But like there was no pressure for me. Like when I got into Ghana, there was really no like pressure, like, oh, I didn't feel like everybody was in a relationship, or I didn't really feel like the October rush thing they talk about in Nigeria, where it's like all the guys are like waiting for the new girls. But maybe if I was Ghanaian, so like the Ghanaians in the comment section can probably tell us, like, do you think that like the people in school are already waiting for like the new girls to come in to like go after them? I didn't feel that way in Ghana, but I still like, I think it was just coincidence that the person that I dated happened to be in his final year for me, and we actually dated for a while, so I don't think like
my own was definitely not love. But I found out that he had a girlfriend.
Oh,
My own was not love. I found out he had a girlfriend. I was shocked. I even found out from WhatsApp, from his status.
Oh my god!
I said, God. No, my own was not love. Oh, it's not love. Let's not talk about it. Yeah, be among those that were pregnant in year 1.
By now you'll not even be on strike. You'll be out of school.
Okay, let's talk about the fun things in school. You know, in campus, inside school, what we call it. Inside school, there are no clubs, there are no this thing.
Also, like even in like Nigerian university.
Yeah, no, inside school there are none of those things. But if you come out of the school premises, you see them like right in front of you, waiting for you to get into. So are there always parties? Are people always clubbing? Are there always, okay, this department is having this is having this school is having a pool party? You always have a theme for each party. So how is it like?
I think actually it's actually cool that we're talking about this, because I want to hear more about the Nigerian part. I think like being a Ghanaian, so let me even say first of all that I was one of your typical good students. Like I wasn't really looking for what was not in front of me, because maybe if I was looking I'll be able to like tell you more. But on campus I had like the pure, undiluted like campus experience where I was like an all-rounder. So like I'll go to church, but then if there's like maybe my hostel is like having an excursion to go have a party, I could go, but like I was not like a party girl per se. So on campus there is also no club, no bar. Like there's nowhere on campus that you go to and say you want to buy like alcoholic drink and just chill and vibe. You could obviously find a lot of places to buy food. Once in a while we do this thing called hall week. I don't know if you guys do hall week. So like every hall will have like a week where they're being celebrated. So they'll bring like people like maybe Sarkodie or like all these popular Ghanaian people. Like so every hall will like be raving about how this person is coming to our hall to perform. That week there will be like people from different hostels will like come to that hostel to like buy stuff, shop. So like it was one of those, do you understand, like nothing crazy. You wouldn't really hear, oh, this hall is having a pool party. Like it wasn't really like that. It was more like, this is a university. The kind of fun you would have on the campus was like university kind of fun. But obviously there are people who host like house parties and you have to go off campus. Or the first time I ever went to a club was probably like in my 3rd year, because again, like I'm not really looking for what is not in front of me. Like I wasn't really interested. I had fun in other ways, but like the first time I went to a club, it was the international students body. We had our own week and then we wrapped up the week with a club party. So we went off campus, and then in final year 2 we did the same thing. We went to a club. Those were my 2 times of going to the club, and I liked it. But like I said, if it's not in front of me, I'm not going. But if that kind of opportunity comes up, I'll grab it. What else? In Ghana, the ways that me and some other students had fun was traveling. So like as international students, they will organize trips. Oh, let's go to Cape Coast, let's go to Kumasi, let's go to Ada, like so we'll like do that. So that was our own kind of fun. And I think it's different from like the kind of fun like you probably had in like Nigerian university. But like I mean, both of them, like, let me hear your own part of the story.
For all this traveling, this is mostly people like in a particular society, but a definition of fun to Nigerian students in Nigerian university is club, pool parties, how they're having this party, how they are having a pajamas party, how they're having a lingerie party, how they are going to the club. If it's not this club, if it's a strippers club, it's like they're having
life.
intense fun. They were actually being Nigerian youths.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm university. This is my time. This is my time to have
I
fun.
can't blame them though. Like life can be hard here. But like I said though, I feel like it was me. Like maybe if you ask like another Ghanaian student, like they'll be like, what's she talking about?
Yeah.
In fact, please, if people are commenting, be merciful. But I feel like some people will not relate to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They might just be like, oh no, we used to go clubbing every Thursday, Friday. Do you know what? I think so. Like, I think it depends on who you are, because if you're like me, even in a Nigerian university, you might say the same thing. Like, you might be like, oh, I just go on trips, I just go to, you know, me, then I used to go and dance salsa. On Friday, I'll dance salsa from like 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. That was my own kind of fun. So for some other person, it might be different.
This particular topic is a very sensitive topic, but we still have to cover it because it hits home. It's personal to me.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
I don't know. Is there anything called strike in Ghanaian universities? Is there anything called strike? Let's start from that.
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody can strike, right? It's like when you think of like even Black Lives Matter and the whole protest, like anybody can strike. And I think when I was in Ghana, there was a time that they actually, like, I want to be sure I'm remembering correctly, but I got into Ghana in 2011. I left in 2015, and I think in my third year maybe they went on strike, but it was not for more than 2 weeks or even 1 week. Like, it was very short, and then they gave them what they were asking for. But like, because it was so short, I almost cannot even remember. Like, I'm thinking, like, did it even last for a week? But I think that strike happens in Ghana. During my time, it just was not something that happened like for a long time, and it only happened once and for like a week. So I don't even know if you count it. But like, the Ghanaians in the comment section can actually tell us if like striking is something that they experienced maybe before 2011, maybe in the past, or maybe after I left. Like, you guys can tell us.
Okay, since I was in school, I think I've been on strike like 2 to 3 times, but I can only remember twice very well because it's recent. Okay, the first time was right before COVID. We were on strike, and then just COVID happened. We got into COVID, we stayed at home. Then immediately after COVID, there is the pandemic. We went back 4 semesters in 1 year. We completed
because of COVID.
Yeah, so we completed it in 1 year. And when we are done with the 4th semester, like 2 sessions, when we are done with it, we got into strike again. So now we are like, we are on strike since March. Yeah. And then we are in September.
In fact, almost October.
It's October, because I'm sure by
this
October,
video will probably be out in October.
So yeah, we have been on strike. So strike is I don't know if the government doesn't want to pay or where the problem is coming from, but like, it's something that we can do. You're supposed to graduate in 5 years. You'll be graduating in 8 years, if not even longer. So like, it's very frustrating. It's
I remember like we talked about how like it's even difficult to get in, and we talked about the jam and everything. Like, sometimes some people are home for like, okay, so imagine I didn't go to Ghana, I would have probably had to go through the process again. And you know, obviously they write jam only once in a year. Jam only lasts for 1 year. We didn't even mention that. So if you don't get into school that year, you have to wait for the next year and write a new jam.
And a new post-UTME.
So like, and you're paying for it though. It's not free. It's not free. Guys, it's not free.
Yeah, it's still free.
Jam is not free, and they'll post you to where you go and write the exam.
Yeah.
So like, the post-UTME, let's imagine, okay, so for our Ghanaian viewers, because Nigerians already know this, if you're trying to school in Kumasi and you live in Accra, for every post-UTME, you have to travel to Kumasi. You can't even do it in Accra. So it's like, it's a very stressful process. Now imagine you take about 4 years before you get into uni, and then strike happens. And then you spend like 7 years in uni. Like, then by the time you graduate, they now tell you that you have to be 23 to get a job. Sorry. How?
we all know how it is in this country. How are you supposed to get a job before 23?
So like it's not perfect anywhere, obviously.
Yeah,
like I've heard of some Ghanaians say that they didn't get into school immediately after they finished, maybe because they didn't get the cutoff mark or their WASI was not good enough. But like I think it's just a different experience entirely. Like it's just a more frustrating experience because like right now you would have graduated already if not for strike. And
in Nigerian universities, I don't think we get to see international students often. I don't think it's a thing. I don't think you can even see maybe 1 to 99%, like 1%. Like I don't think it's a thing. How is it? Is that a thing in Ghana? Do you guys have international students?
Yeah, we do. I mean, for one, I was an international student, and I had like a lot. Like we had more than one hostel for internationals. Let's tell you, and like in the whole hostel, they're actually all internationals. And when you think about internationals in Ghana, it's not just people from Africa. You have like people in America, in England that wanted to do like what do you call it, the study abroad program that you can do, because they also do that I think in Nigeria too. Like you can choose to do like a gap year, not a gap year, but you can choose to go up to America to do like yeah, you can. But I think if you're in the private university, like I have a friend who studied in like a private university in Nigeria, and she was able to go abroad.
Yeah, you can actually transfer.
Semester to do a semester abroad, and in Ghana too, we could do that. And so you have a lot of people from America and from other parts of the world, South Africa, Kenya, that come to Ghana to do like a year. So they will probably come and do their 3rd year in Ghana or their 2nd year in Ghana. And so because of that, there are just too many internationals. Like you find internationals from even Togo, Nigeria. Oh God, there were lots of Nigerians in Ghana. Like I went to Legon, but there were lots of Nigerians in Kumasi. Kenya, there were lots of Nigerians in Ashesi, there were lots of Nigerians in Wisconsin, like Cape Coast. Like Nigerians were plenty, like many in Ghana. So you find a lot of internationals, which is one thing that I enjoyed about Ghana.
Yeah, I think that's a thing. It's a good thing because you get to experience different people, different cultures.
I remember like in my first year, my neighbors, one of them was from Gabon, another one was from Togo. And I was trying to learn French, they were trying to learn English. So we're kind of fighting. Okay, now I'm going to speak French to you. They're like, no, I'm going to speak English to you. So like, it's nice, that you go to a place and it's not just the people in the country.
Hey besties, that brings us to the end of this video. If you haven't enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And let her give her closing speech.
I don't know what to say, but yeah, it was really exciting. I'm always very excited to talk about like Ghana, and this is the first time I'm like comparing my Ghanaian experience to like a Nigerian experience. I think it's cool. Like at the end of the day, we are all like one, and if we said anything that wasn't correct, even as an international in Ghana or as a Ghanaian or even in Nigerian, if you're a Nigerian watching and you feel like your experience was different from her experience, that's totally fine. Just leave it in the comment section. I'm sure there'll be people that are willing to like learn from you. And also you can check out my YouTube channel. It's Adeze Akubese. I talk about different stuff, and I also like share my Ghanaian experiences as well. So yeah,
so all you need to do is check the link in the description box for the link to the channel, and we'll see you guys in our next video, same time next week.
bye.